What is going on YouTube? Welcome back to the AVI channel. We are entering the spring months, so I'm happy to announce that this Mitsubishi Eclipse is not yet dead. We are starting episode 4 of the build. I know it's been a few years since episode 3, but I think this time now that we have our own garage space, we're gonna be doing some more mechanical things. So as some of you guys may know, the car runs and drives. The only issue right now is that the cold air intake and the mass air control, the mass airflow sensor is giving me some issues. So the car with the MAF sensor plugged in, it has a rough idle. So I know that at least I need to change out the mass airflow sensor, and I might as well change out the cold air intake as well. So we are entering March, but it is pretty cold still. This is the temperature in the garage right now, 43 degrees Fahrenheit. I do have the radiator heater on to kind of help out with heating up. It's helping a little bit. Obviously just stay covered. Nice sweater and sweatpants. Also doing a little sweep in, kind of warmed up the muscles. So yeah, so let's get into it. Man, I really wish I had a table right now. But I kind of went with the red for some of the hosing, kind of like the stainless steel. Little unboxing for you. Got one of these, stainless steel, decent quality. I got this from Amazon if you guys are interested. I did want to get black initially. Some of the hardware to hose clamps, plastic little piece. I wanted to go for black initially, but they didn't have it in stock, so I just went with the red. But I did order this like almost a year ago, so honestly I could have waited. There's that rubber red piece. Needs to warm up and get circular. Another piece here. More stainless stuff. Got a red intake box or cone. That's what we got going right now. I did want this to be a true cold air intake. So what I mean by that is, you see how the current one is set up? It's kind of just laying on this piece of metal. It's not really attached the right way. It kind of just dangles around. So there's this little space down here where it should sit and should perform better as a cold air intake. So that's kind of the plan we have for the new one. There it is. Out with the old, here's that little nozzle piece on the side. In with the new, but I think my mission is to get a new MAF sensor, so I'm gonna have to special order that piece. So if you guys can see this side hose, you can see on this end, you can see that open section right there. Yeah, you see that hole? That's where it's supposed to connect, and it looks like it was torn. I don't know if I just tore it or if it was always like that, which could have been with what the rough idle was. Anyways, I think it's time to replace the cold air intake anyways, and the MAF sensor, because why not? You can see there's the hose clamp. It's going to be hard to reach, but I will try to get it. All right, so now you guys can probably see the idea here. You can pause the video and see kind of the setup I have here if this applies to you. All right, so setting it in here just to see how it's gonna look. I'd say it looks better than initially I thought. I thought like red would be too flashy, but I think it looks good. And then as you can see here on this end, so it goes fairly deep in there. Like it's gonna be away from the engine as far as possible, which is like a good sign, which is a good thing. And we're gonna like bolt it right there properly so it's not gonna jiggle around anywhere. If maybe so, we could do it there, try to get away with it, but looks like it's gonna be here. All right guys, so I apologize, but the cold air intake install has been completed for some time now. I just never really got up to posting or doing a video about it, but here's how it looks. So there it is. I was able to hose clamp these. I just bought some new little hose clamps, and I have this one installed right in there. That one was a little hard to get to, but it's screwed in with the hose clamp. It's all connected here. This part was a little tricky. I do have it connected to my old math sensor, but I'm still having like a little idle issue. But this part was a little tricky because of this like extension. So I did have to cut off about 2 inches from this pipe just to be able to fit it down. And as you can see, it's like a properly working cold air intake, because the cold air intake's all the way down there, tucked away. So that's pretty cool. Maybe I can set up my phone so you can hear it. All right, I haven't started it like this in a while. Let's just make sure it's in neutral. Looks to be in neutral. All right, let's start it like this. I think that's how you start it. I'm gonna let this warm up, and then I'll do a couple revs for you while being in the engine bay, so you can hear that cold air intake, all the air rushing through it, and see if it was worth the install. Obviously, I can't get any like horsepower gains for you, but definitely looks cooler, makes the engine bay look much cleaner and stuff. So yeah, we'll go ahead and show you real soon. All right, there you guys have it. Hopefully you guys heard something good. I hope it's worth the install. Sorry it was a little late. I think it was like pretty freezing temperatures back when I started the video. Now it's July. We've done a few things to the home, a little sneak peek for you. So stay tuned for a little garage tour video. And thank you guys for watching. Yeah, I think next video we'll either like do an oil change, or I think we'll do some paint correction. I'm gonna try out some polish. I'm gonna try out some on some of the panels. Obviously the whole car needs it, but we'll try it out because I've never done it. But yeah, thank you guys for watching again. Just like that, AVI out.